Greetings, beautiful people. Greetings, beautiful people. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. I am your girl, Creatrix. I hope this video is finding you well. Today, I have a topic that is surrounding sororities and fraternities. All right, these Masonic, secret societal, underground Greek organizations that are tied all the way back to Rome and Greece, all right, the fallen empires. And by fallen, I don't mean that they are unorganized or shattered or over, right? What I mean is that these are organizations that have put their resources and effort into undermining this earth realm game. Picking up that you have some people who are in frats or sororities. If you are heterosexual male, you have women who are in sororities. If you are a heterosexual woman, you have males that are a part of fraternities that are coming after you. So there are people who are part of these organizations who have been ordered by higher ups to try to engage with you in a way that will allow them to siphon your energy. Okay, you are somebody, you could have been already in a relationship in the past with someone or even multiple people who were part of these Greek organizations, and they could have been siphoning your energy that way through them. Like, you could have been in a relationship, a full-blown relationship with somebody who was part of a Greek organization, whether you knew it or not. And through this organization or through this person, the organization was able to siphon specifically your sexual energy. All right. So they are trying to basically sleep with you in order to be able to open up the portal to gain access to you again, because you learned your lesson. If I'm getting, you could be somebody who had already learned their lesson with your ex. So now you're more so keeping to yourself, you're staying celibate, or at least you're making better decisions when it comes to exposing your body or opening up your body to other people. And they are finding it difficult to infiltrate your aura, your energy, because you have higher boundaries, standards. And a lot of these people that are coming into your life, whether you realize it or not, or maybe you could be somebody who's very intuitive, you could be seeing patterns or weird occurrences when it comes to these people that are coming into your life. You could be feeling like, the universe could be exposing certain things about them without actually exposing it, if that makes sense. Like, you could just be seeing weird things happen around these people to where that they're not good for you, right? It could just be typical relationship stuff. You could feel like, somebody doesn't have my best interest at heart because they said these things and that sounded kind of off. Or this girl kind of only is acting like she only wants me for my money, or this man is playing a certain part or playing a certain role, saying all of the things that they feel like you want to hear, but really that's not who they are. So and that is literally because these people are studying you. Okay, they're ordered from their higher ups, because Greek clubs, Greek fraternities and sororities are still connected to the empire, the Roman and Greek empire. All right, they get their orders from really higher ups, even though the people at the bottom might not necessarily know the people at the top. There's a chain of command, and the commands go all the way to the bottom. So that's why, like, some of the people that are attempting to infiltrate your life are unknown to you. They're unknown to you. You don't know them. They just look like regular people, and they have regular things, regular jobs. Okay, but they're trying to send over people to you that they think that you will be open to, that you will like. All right, and it's interesting because through this process, I'm picking up that you could be beginning to start dating again. You could be wanting to get out there, put yourself out there, be seen, meet new people, go on dates. You could be interested in getting back into that thing, okay? And what I'm picking up is that because you have picked up on the plans that these people have, because they want to infiltrate your sexual energy, but they want to infiltrate your life, period, right? And so they will have to form a contract with you. And that's why they are sending people over to you, because even if you unknowingly enter into a relationship with someone, you're actually giving your energy up to whoever else they're connected to as well. So it's like a silent contract if you didn't know. But what's happening is that you are getting out there and you're dating, and yeah, you could be seeing people are kind of acting weird and all of that. But the universe and you yourself are so clever that you are kind of playing this game as well, right? What I'm picking up is that whoever they're sending to you, the universe is putting you in a position. And also, I'm picking up that you have trickster ancestors, trickster spirits, trickster familiars, like just these entities that are really good at tricking other people surrounding you. And so they are guiding you on how you can get what you want out of these people without actually getting into a contract with these people, okay? Because what's happening is that there's a long line of people who are set up to come towards you, right? So get ready, get prepared, because you are at a cusp in your life where you're about to take off in your energy, where you're about to go to a whole different level. Okay, you could be working on a lot of different things. You could be evolving very rapidly, very quickly in your spiritual, mental, physical growth. Okay, and it's scaring the crap out of these power structures, right? And the way that they had deterred you in the past was through your love life. That was the best way and the most efficient, effective way that they could infiltrate your energy and keep you from being able to focus on growth, right? And now that you have been out of relationships for so long, and now that you are finally getting your footing, building the foundation, getting your name out there, becoming known, or at least starting something, right? You have tangible things that you're working towards that are going to bring you the capital, the resources to be able to continue your growth, right? So they see this happening, they see you changing, and it's especially your spiritual growth that's frightening the hell out of these people. So they have a long line of people ready to go to infiltrate your energy, right? So if you start dating and the universe exposes somebody to you and you let them go, they have another person that they're going to bring into your life, that they're going to send into your life, that is going to feel, they're doing their best to make it feel organic. You could feel like you could meet somebody and not even remember seeing the person in the room. Like all of a sudden this person popped up next to you, but you were just in the same room for like 20 minutes and you scanned the room and you didn't see this person. Or it could be people that pop up and you are like, how did you know I was here? And you could have you could have not even told them where you were, right? So it's different things that you're noticing that's kind of weird, but you don't want to seem paranoid, so you're not allowing yourself to say, hey, something weird is going on. I'm here to confirm to you that something very weird is going on, something concerted. There's a concerted effort to get back into your energy, okay? But back to these trickster spirits that are kind of guiding you and helping you and working with you to be able to handle the spiritual attacks that are coming into your life. Okay, so these people are lined up to come meet you, right? Get back in the saddle with you one way or another, right? And so your guides are going to show you how you can get what you want out of these people. Your trickster guides are going to show you how you can get out of these people what you want without giving them what they want, because their task is to woo you. Their task is to trick you. Their task is to basically come in and love bomb you, right? Be the person, be your dream person, right? So, for example, if you're a woman who holds a standard of your man should be somebody who is, and this actually, I am picking up that this goes for homosexual, same-sex couples as well. You could be somebody who's into same-sex, so they could be sending same-sex people your way too. So this is not to exclude same-sex couples. if you know something weird is going on and you are a same sex loving person, I hope that made sense what I just said. This could definitely be happening to you. So if you are a woman who considers herself same sex, then they're sending other women to you. If you are same sex and you are a male, they're sending other males to you as well. It's not just for heterosexual relationships. I did pick that up just now. So basically your trickster guides are setting it up so that you can get what you want out of these people. If you are a woman who desires a man who it has a strong foundation financially, who can provide financially, which there's nothing wrong with that. If that's your standard, that's your standard. As long as you have good intentions and you're not attempting to drain anybody of their energy or life force, right? Women naturally replenish, right? We're extremely abundant. So it's okay for a woman to choose a mate who has resources, right? That's important. And so, but what you can't do as a woman who wants a mate who has resources is you cannot be codependent on that person, right? You look for somebody who matches your energy, not somebody who's a come up. So for example, if your goal in life is to have somebody fund your lifestyle, that and you not focus on your dreams and your purpose and your goals, you are never going to find somebody who is going to fund your lifestyle and also allow you're never going to be able to maintain that energy. Okay, it's always going to be abusive. There's always going to be lies, cheating. There's always going to be, like, the universe is going to try their best to teach you a lesson, basically, because you're mirroring the energy of somebody who needs that lesson, right? Like, if you're a woman who just wants to not pursue her spiritual I just heard spiritual hygiene, but I was gonna say like spiritual purpose and building up her gifts and all of that stuff, and you just want a man to take care of you and live off of a man, you're never gonna find somebody that you can maintain that energy with. It's always gonna be toxic and tumultuous because you yourself are in toxic energy. So if you're a woman who wants to attract a mate, a true, like, real mate, a divine partner, a forever person that's going to match your boss energy, your abundant energy, then you yourself are going to have to embody that energy. You can't be afraid to put in the hard work. And when I say hard work, I mean the spiritual work, all right? The healing, the evolution, all of that, because the spirit is not going to ask you to work a 9 to 5. Spirit is not going to ask you to bust your ass doing something that's pointless, that's meaningless, right? I'm talking about following your divine purpose. So whenever I say hard work, I am never ever talking about working for somebody else other than the universe, the most high, your highest self. I'm never going to talk about that. And when you work for the universe, your higher self, the most high, you are actually going to find it fun, and it's never going to feel like work, right? So yeah, you want to be on that path so you can maintain and sustain an actual relationship with someone who is your equal, right? So that's just a sidebar. But my point is, the example is that you could be a woman who finds value in men who have money, okay? Because your ex could have been somebody who, like, was short in that area, all right? And I'm telling you, these people are studying you. So they're thinking, okay, if we dangle somebody who has money in front of her, then she will fall into that trap. Let this person in, get into a relationship, and boom, we have access to her, right? Let's say you're a man and you had a relationship with a woman who, you gave a chance to a woman who wasn't your physical standard, who you weren't all the way attracted to, who wasn't like your dream woman. And let's say you gave a chance to this person because you really liked their personality at first, because she was love bombing you, right? But later on you found out that she's a complete narcissist, extremely toxic, and all of that stuff. And you let go of that relationship, you moved on, and you bettered yourself, right? So now that you've bettered yourself and you're keeping to yourself and you're building your money up and all of that, right? Or I am picking up on somebody who, you're masculine and you settled just for looks. All right, that's what I'm also picking that up too. You could be a masculine who settled for someone who just has the looks. Maybe you weren't attracted to her personality, her lifestyle, her cleanliness. Okay, maybe these are some things that you had issue with later on in the relationship. Maybe even she was greedy, or she only wanted money out of you, or whatever the case is, right? You realize that this person didn't have your best interest at heart. So you broke up with that person and you had a glow up, a whole glow up, and now you're keeping to yourself, but you have began dating now, right? I'm picking up that they're sending women over to you who at first conversation are really good looking, very attractive. However, and they are intelligent, and you can have a conversation with them or whatever at first, but their intentions for you still aren't good because they're a part of a sorority or a cult, a group, an organization that has it out for you. All right, that is purposely, intentionally targeting you so that you won't find your true soulmate. That's the point of this. Not only are they're trying to deter your progress in general, your finances, your mental health, the stability with your mental health, your stability overall, okay, your spiritual progress, your growth. They're trying to debilitate you so that you don't continue doing those things, but ultimately they're attacking those things because you doing well in those areas of your life will attract a soulmate, true love, forever person situation. And then that's when it's all over for them. Okay, so all of this effort is to deter you really, really from finding a forever person. All right, and they're hoping that through you being abused in a relationship, in a love relationship, to where you open your heart to somebody and they completely smash it and toss it in the garbage, right? That will break you down to the point where you give up, but give up in the sense to where you don't feel like true love really exists. Okay, because that's not only happening in your life, but that's happening on a global scale, right? Men and women, people in general, when it comes to love life, are being pitted against each other, right? What's being highlighted on social media a lot of the time, there are some positive things, but a lot of the time what's being highlighted is, cheating scandals and, abuse, DV, and all of these terrible things that happen in karmic relationships. And that's what we're taking these situations out of context, right? We're not putting them in the context of these are karmic relationships. And so because these are karmic relationships and these are scenarios that the universe sets up for us in order to be able to see how or what traumas we have to work on, where we need extra help, where we need to focus on, right? Instead of seeing it like that, we say, having relationships are impossible, and we lower our standards, we lose hope, and we say, damn, well, okay, as a woman, I'm gonna get cheated on, so might as well just focus on someone who has money. Men, some of them give up on marriage altogether and say, hey, marriage isn't beneficial for me, so I'm just gonna have a bunch of baby mamas, or whatever, XYZ. People lower their standards, whereas when we were children, a lot of us wanted real relationships, a real marriage, a real sanctified, solidified matrimonial situation where we could call that person our partners and tell our secrets to, be vulnerable with. We wanted to marry our best friend, right? Have that really deep bond and connection, the intimacy that we all strive for, that we all deep down inside yearn for, right? But a lot of us by the time we become adults, we might have gotten divorced, we might have gotten relationships with people who did some really terrible things to us because, we bared our heart, we're vulnerable in those situations. And because the universe was trying to teach us a lesson to be able to move us along in this journey, then we lose hope when it comes to relationships, and we give up on relationships altogether and we begin to settle. But I'm here to tell you, one of the major messages in this video is just to say that do not give up on love, because love is real. The relationship that you are seeking is not only tangible, practical, it is right around the corner for you. Okay, you just have to hang tight. Okay, keep them legs closed. Okay, man or woman, keep them legs closed. And you are somebody who is very in touch with their intuition. Use your intuition to guide you. Okay, allow the answers to come to you. When you feel like somebody is being sneaky, wicked, weird, don't let that go. Don't be afraid to immediately cut that off. All right. But also don't be paranoid. And it's kind of a balance between allowing people to make mistakes and peeping when somebody really has like ill intention for you. Right. And I feel like because your intuition is on point, you will know. Because when your forever person comes into your life, you'll be extremely attracted to this person. You will feel very good and safe around them. Okay. And it will be fun. It will be lighthearted. It won't be so heavy. It won't be forced. All right. So your guides who are in trickster energy right now, who are surrounding you, shielding you, protecting you, want to let you know that you can date safely. You can feel free to do what you want to do in that moment because you're always connected. You might have fell victim to a narcissist or love bombing or gaslighting in your past relationships, but your guides want to let you know that come like from here on out, you are in charge. All right, you weren't in control as much back then because there was a lot of learning and experience that you needed to have. Okay, even those situations that weren't so good, they were even controlled by your guides. You were always safe and protected in those situations. All right, and even more so now because you are embodying the wisdom, the knowledge that you received from the past, right? And your guides have been coaching you for this moment, right? So go ahead and interact with these people, though you should know that these people they are taking orders, and it is a concerted, organized effort in order to infiltrate your life. Your guides are saying, let's play the game. Okay, it's time to have some fun. This is what you've been prepared for. All right, so yeah, whatever it is with your guides, all right, they're gonna show you how to, I don't want to say you're tricking people because you're not doing it intentionally, but these people, because they're trying to get your attention and get on your good side, they're going to go above and beyond to present you with things, to act like they're open, act like they want to shower with you with affection and get you things and take you places and all that stuff. Guides are saying whatever you want to do, you can do, and you're going to get the long end of the stick and they're going to get the short end of it. All right, so it's not so much that you are tricking them or you even know what's going on, but just know that they got you. Okay, they're playing on your behalf. You are kind of just going with the flow. Okay, because you're not somebody who has it in you to trick somebody out of their money, out of their belongings, out of their whatever it is, right? You're not really one to play chess, mind chess. You're not really like a psychological player like that, right? That's not you. So your guides are going to do it for you. All right, so however that looks for you, I don't know, but yeah, the main points that I want to drive home is Greek fraternities and sororities are hush hush secret. They do their humiliation rituals to gain control over the people who want to pledge, right? It's basically a trap. No offense to anybody who's in Greek organization or who was in Greek organization. It is a trap, and yeah, they're basically using these people to get to you. All right, whether the person mentions it or not. Like, there's not even any point of asking these people where are they from, who sent you, any of that stuff, because they're going to deny it and lie about it. So it's better to just play the game and move on. Like, trust your intuition. If you're receiving this message, it is for you. It's for you. Don't gaslight yourself into thinking that you're not important enough, that there's people out there who are organizing and strategizing against you. You're very important, very intelligent, all right? And you are targeted, but like I said, you are extremely protected and safe, extremely protected and safe. So it's time for you and your guys to have fun in this situation, okay? I just heard like go with the flow, go with the roll, okay? So yeah, that's and the second point that I want to drive home also is do not lose sight of love. Okay, you might encounter these people and feel like, wow, these people are liars, they're cheaters, they're mean, they're unkind. How could they try to play me like this? You know, don't have those thoughts, because these people are going through their own journey as well, just like you are. And there's no one particular path that everyone is going to take. You know what I'm saying? Their journey is going to lead home, just like your journey is going to lead home. There's not a right or wrong path. So there's no point in basing how these people treat you on how your forever person is going to treat you. If you get what I'm saying, love like you've never been hurt before. Because, like I said, those relationships are in the context of them being karmic. We should put those relationships in the context of the universe trying to teach us a lesson, which, if you're watching this video, you very much so did learn your lesson. Okay, so when you find your forever person, you're not going to have to deal with cheating, lying, stealing, manipulating, ill intention, envy, jealousy. No, you're not going to deal with that, okay? Because it's two healed people coming together to be healed together, all right, to do even more healing, all right? So that is the message for today. I love you all so very much. If you feel inclined to, please follow me on my other social media pages, especially TikTok, because that is where I post the most. And if you feel inclined to, please subscribe down below, leave a comment, all right? Let me know what you felt or thought about this video. Otherwise, I will see you. Oh yeah, and like the video as well. But otherwise, I will see you in the next one. All right, love you all so very much.